Hi, this is Nikki. I just thought I'd show you this little journal. I made it out of the cover of a book, which I was going to use for a swap, but unfortunately the cover wasn't quite big enough for the swap requirements. So instead I've made one, just a generic sort of gardening themed one that I going to sell in my Etsy shop one day. The cover was pretty much like this. It's got this picture printed on it when I removed the dust cover, and it was about flower arranging. So this is just showing you some flowers in a teapot. And on the front, this was a Paper Mania, and Live, Love, Grow. So I sort of went down the gardening theme with the book. Just a small piece of Tilda paper, and this flower here on the front, a felt flower, was one that a friend of mine made me, Tracy. So thank you very much, Tracy. It looks really pretty on the front. Along the spine here, I've just put a phrase that says garden, a landscape painted with flowers, an act of loving nature. And then I've left the rest of the book pretty much the same, not done much with it there. Inside, these are the original pages, and they're very aged looking. Here I've put down this is from Paper Mania, some of their tags, and it's just so pretty, so I just left it as it was really. It didn't really need anything else on the front there. And then I've sewn in 2 signatures. It's all Kool-Aid or coffee dyed papers, but they're all scraps left over, as you can see. I think it's 4 inches by 5.5 or 6 inches long, so it's not very big, so I was able to use a lot of scraps up of papers and magazines bits, so that type of thing. This is one of the Kool-Aid dyed K&Co papers, which I really like. So what I've done is I've attached that to a piece of card, and then I've made a pocket here to slide in one of those journaling cards from the Prima range, the romance novel, and it does slide back in, I promise you. And then I've got some pretty papers. As I say, I've gone down the sort of gardening route with the selection. I just put a bit of washi tape in, some more Kool-Aid dyed paper. This is a postcard that I've trimmed down to fit from images from the Diary of a Edwardian Lady. And I really love the, hollyhocks. I think they're hollyhocks, or foxgloves. No, they're foxgloves, aren't they? And I've just put them on some Tim Holtz paper there, and then there's lots of room to write things. I was thinking my mother used to collect articles out of papers about growing things and best time of year to do this, or where to get seeds from, that type of thing. So that's what I was sort of had in mind when I put it together. Just an index card there, and I put a little tab on. There's a bit of matte paper there with, I think this has got, I think it's around Stafford, to be honest. It's got much Wenlock on it, so Staffordshire. I think I'm saying that like I know. Lined paper, some more of that Tim Holtz paper. What else have I got? Another index card. Oh, sorry, another postcard. I've got a painting of some irises. So I've just sewn that into the signature. And then, what's that? It's quite a thick card, that one. And then in the middle here, this is, sorry about that. This is from Paper Mania, and what I've done is I cut the offcut down, so I got 4 squares and then glued and sewed them together to make 2 little pockets in the centre there. And look, my sewing's improved quite a lot there. I can see a bit of neat sewing. Well, neat for me. Probably you ladies have got much neater sewing than me, but never mind. Made another tuck bit here with some of that K&Co paper, just to tuck back in there. Just a little tab there on the side of this page. There's the other side of the postcard, and this is a plain postcard with nothing on the other side, but I just put that in. The other side of the scrapbook papers, some more brown card, the other side of the map, and then we're into almost, here we go, into the second signature. So it's got some ledger paper in it, and a vintage paper bag here, which I've just put some offcuts of scrap card in. This is quite thick paper, so I've just put those in, which I put into a shape with the corners trimmed nicely. Some antique lined paper, some more of the Tim Holtz paper, a bit of graph paper. That's from an actual garden journal. It says garden notes, so I went with that. So there's lots of room really to stick things or write things in this journal. That's the packaging from the Paper Mania paper line. I can't think what it's called, but if anybody wants to know, just let me know and I will dig out the packet. Another index card, nice piece of old music paper, and then here in the middle here I've made a pocket, so it's got a bingo card that says grow at the top. I think they were for Jenny Boland ones, and then here I've made a little tuck spot, and it says things we needed, and there's the back of the pocket, and I've just decorated it with a bit of washi tape. I'm sorry about that, the phone's ringing. We'll just ignore that. I've got some more paper and the rest of the packaging, a bit from a travel journal, and the other side of the Tim Holtz paper, the lined antique paper, the other side of the vintage bag, and again another piece of the paper in it, the card, and then some more ledger paper, and then in the back here I've just made a little tuck spot with this pretty antique paper, just to put, that was a little tiny bit of the K&Co paper I had left, so that just tucks in there nicely. Please feel free to leave any comments, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.